Kaiju number 8, created by Nayo Matsumoto, has taken the manga world by storm with its unique blend of action, sci-fi, and horror, set against the backdrop of a monster-ravaged Japan. What sets this series apart is not just its gripping plot and dynamic artwork, but also its refreshing take on the shonen genre. By focusing on a protagonist in his 30s who is far from the typical young, idealistic hero, Kaiju number 8 brings a new flavor to shonen, emphasizing the value of persistence and seizing every opportunity no matter how late in life it may seem. The world of Kaiju number 8 is one constantly under siege by monstrous creatures known as Kaiju, which cause massive destruction whenever they appear. To combat these threats, Japan has established the Japan Defense Force, tasked with eliminating the Kaiju and protecting civilians. The story follows Kafka Hibino, a 32-year-old man who works for a Kaiju cleanup crew, a job that involves cleaning up the aftermath of battles between the JDF and the Kaiju. Kafka once dreamed of joining the JDF as a soldier to fight Kaiju, but after repeatedly failing the entrance exams, he has settled into a life of mediocrity. Kafka's life takes a dramatic turn when he is accidentally transformed into a Kaiju himself. However, unlike other Kaiju, Kafka retains his human consciousness and gains incredible powers, making him a unique being, part human, part monster. Designated as Kaiju number 8 by the JDF, Kafka now faces the dual challenge of hiding his monstrous identity while striving to achieve his long-abandoned dream of joining the Force. This premise sets the stage for a thrilling narrative that combines high-stakes action with deep personal stakes. At its core, Kaiju number 8 is a powerful narrative about perseverance and the belief that it's never too late to chase your dreams. Kafka Hibino's journey epitomizes resilience. He embodies the determination to keep striving, even when the world seems to have moved on without him. Having once dreamed of joining the Japan Defense Force to protect people from Kaiju, Kafka finds himself at 32 stuck in a job far removed from his aspirations. His life appears to be one of unfulfilled potential, marked by the disappointment of repeated failure. However, Kaiju number 8 subverts the common narrative of missed chances by showing that life's twists and turns can present new opportunities even when hope seems lost. Kafka's transformation into a Kaiju, initially a horrifying and seemingly tragic event, ironically becomes the catalyst that reignites his pursuit of his long-abandoned dreams. This transformation is symbolic of the unexpected chances life can offer, where what first appears as a curse can turn into a blessing. This series suggests that true perseverance involves recognizing these unexpected opportunities and embracing them, even if they come wrapped in fear or uncertainty. Kafka's renewed vigor and determination after his transformation demonstrate that personal growth and the pursuit of one's goals are not limited by age. This is a particularly poignant message in a genre typically dominated by youthful protagonists who can achieve their dreams early in life. Kaiju number 8 challenges the shonen genre's traditional focus on youth by placing an older, more experienced protagonist at the center of its story. In most shonen series, the heroes are teenagers, brimming with youthful energy, who often embody the idealism and potential of adolescence. They are characters at the beginning of their lives with the world and its opportunities laid out before them. However, Kafka's story is different. He is a man who has lived through disappointment and has had to confront the reality of unfulfilled dreams. His struggle is not just against external monsters, but also against the internal resignation that comes with age and repeated failure. This shift in perspective is refreshing because it acknowledges that the pursuit of dreams is a lifelong endeavor. Kafka's journey is a testament to the idea that growth, change, and the achievement of goals do not have an expiration date. By featuring a protagonist in his 30s, Kaiju number 8 broadens the scope of what a shonen hero can be. Kafka's story resonates with older readers who may see their own struggles reflected in his. But it also serves as an inspiring message to younger audiences, teaching them that setbacks are not the end of the road, but rather detours on the path to success. Another key theme in Kaiju number 8 is the duality that defines Kafka's existence after his transformation. As both a human and a Kaiju, Kafka lives a double life, torn between his human identity and the monstrous power he now possesses. This duality is not just physical but also psychological. Kafka must constantly balance his desire to use his newfound abilities for good against the fear of losing himself to the Kaiju side. This internal struggle adds significant depth to his character, making him more than just a hero fighting external enemies. He is also a man fighting to maintain his humanity. This theme of duality is further explored through Kafka's sense of responsibility. Unlike many typical shonen protagonists who gain power without fully understanding its consequences, Kafka is acutely aware of the potential danger he poses. His transformation comes with immense power, but also with the risk of becoming the very thing he despises. Kafka's determination to control his kaiju side and use his abilities to protect others, even at great personal risk, highlights his deep sense of responsibility. He understands that power is not just a gift but a burden, one that must be handled with care and integrity. In this way, Kaiju number 8 explores the complexity of heroism. Kafka's heroism is not just about defeating monsters but also about mastering his inner demons and ensuring that his power is used for the greater good. His struggle mirrors the broader themes of the series, that true strength lies not only in physical abilities but in the ability to make difficult choices, even when they come at great personal cost. Kafka's character challenges the traditional shonen mold by showing that heroism and personal growth are not limited to the young. His journey is not about becoming an adult, but rather about rediscovering his purpose and proving that it's never too late to be the hero of your own story. His perseverance in the face of repeated failure and his determination to protect others, even as he grapples with this monstrous form, make him an inspiring and unconventional shonen protagonist. Kaiju number 8 is deeply entrenched in the shonen genre, featuring the core elements that define this category: intense action, strong bonds of camaraderie, and the classic battle between good and evil. Yet while it aligns with these traditional aspects, the series also subverts and expands upon them in ways that make it stand out. By centering its narrative on a protagonist in his 30s, the series departs from the genre's usual focus on youthful heroes. This choice allows for the exploration of more mature themes such as regret, responsibility, and redemption, issues that resonate with an older audience and add layers of complexity to the story. Typically, shonen series are driven by young characters who are full of potential and at the beginning of their journeys. These stories often focus on the challenges of coming of age, the formation of identity, and the pursuit of dreams from a youthful perspective. In contrast, Kaiju number 8 begins at a point where its protagonist, Kafka Hibino, has already lived through the phase of youthful aspiration and failed to achieve his dreams. This gives the series a unique perspective within the shonen genre, as it deals with the struggles of adulthood, specifically how to cope with disappointment, how to find new purpose after perceived failure, and how to reclaim lost dreams. The world of Kaiju number 8 is familiar territory for fans of the monster genre, where giant creatures pose an existential threat to humanity. However, instead of merely focusing on the epic battles between these monsters and the forces that fight them, the series takes a step back to explore the aftermath of such conflicts. Kafka works as part of a cleanup crew responsible for dealing with the remains of defeated kaiju. This job, typically seen as menial and unglamorous, becomes a critical part of the world building, providing a fresh perspective on the kaiju genre, by highlighting the mundane and often overlooked aspects of a world constantly under siege by monsters. Kaiju number 8 makes the kaiju threat feel more tangible and real. It shows the cost of these battles not just in terms of lives lost, but also in the labor and effort required to build and move forward. This focus on the aftermath adds a layer of realism to the story, grounding the fantastical elements in the day-to-day realities of those who live in this world. The series incorporates elements of body horror and science fiction, particularly through Kafka's transformation into a kaiju. The transformation is not just a plot device but a significant thematic element. The body horror aspect is vividly portrayed as Kafka grapples with his new form, an unsettling blend of human and monster. His experience of this transformation taps into the horror of losing control over one's body and identity, a fear that is both primal and deeply psychological. The science fiction elements come into play with the way the series explores the biology of the kaiju and the technology used by the Defense Force, adding another layer of intrigue to the story. This blend of genres creates a unique atmosphere that distinguishes Kaiju number 8 from other shonen series, making it both thrilling and thought-provoking. The inclusion of these darker, more mature elements does not detract from the series' shonen roots. Instead, it enhances the story by adding depth and nuance. While the battles are still central to the plot, the stakes feel personal and the consequences more significant because of the added layers of horror, science fiction, and the exploration of adult themes. This makes Kaiju number 8 appealing not only to the typical shonen audience, but also to older readers who appreciate a story that acknowledges the complexities of life beyond adolescence. Kaiju number 8 has been met with widespread acclaim since its debut, quickly becoming one of the most popular manga on Shonen Jump. Fans and critics alike have praised the series for its fast-paced storytelling, dynamic action scenes, and engaging characters. The manga's unique premise and its fresh take on the shonen genre has resonated with readers, leading to high sales and anticipation for this anime adaptation. The series' popularity is also a testament to its ability to appeal to a broad audience. While it retains the core elements that make shonen manga exciting, epic battles, camaraderie, and the triumph of the human spirit, it also offers something new by featuring a protagonist who is not a teenager but a man in his 30s. This approach has struck a chord with older readers who see themselves reflected in Kafka's struggles and aspirations. Kaiju number 8 is a breath of fresh air in the shonen genre, offering a story that is both thrilling and deeply human. By focusing on a protagonist who is older and more world-weary than the typical shonen hero, the series challenges the genre's conventions while delivering a powerful message about perseverance and the importance of never giving up on your dreams. Kafka Hibino's journey is a reminder that growth and heroism are not confined to youth, and that every opportunity, no matter how late it comes, is worth seizing. In a genre that often celebrates youthful idealism, Kaiju number 8 stands out for its honest portrayal of the challenges of adulthood and the enduring power of hope.